Now, Eritrea is facing renewed calls to end indefinite national service following its landmark peace deal with neighbouring Ethiopia. The UN has in the past alleged crimes against humanity being committed on a massive scale in Eritrean military training camps. Well, in a country that's often referred to as Africa's North Korea, the young only have two options: enter national service for an indefinite period and low pay, or risk your life fleeing the country. Well, the BBC's Emmanuel Igunza recently travelled to the country and he sent this report.
This young boy is singing about the newfound peace between Eritrea and Ethiopia, neighbors who've been at war for 2 decades now. Across the country, there is a renewed sense of hope for the future, especially among Eritrea's young population, which has borne the brunt of the conflict. Some here are of an age where they might be enlisted for compulsory national service within the next few months. Over the years, thousands of young Eritreans have fled the country due to fear of being conscripted for an indefinite period in the national service. Many of them have ended up as refugees in neighboring countries, while others have made a dangerous journey trying to get into Europe. But new peace deal between Ethiopia and Eritrea has brought hope into the country that things could finally change. National service was introduced in Eritrea in 1995. Initially, it was only meant to last 18 months, including 6 of military training. But in 2002, that changed, with the government saying that its citizens must serve indefinitely because of the war with Ethiopia. Now, with the border dispute over, many Eritreans are waiting for change.
The intention of the national service is not only for war, but to rebuild up the country. And we have a lot of way to go and to sustain our economy and everything. So I believe the national service will stay.
How soon is not yet clear. The government hasn't given any indications of a change in the conscription policy, which has been described by international rights groups as amounting to forced labor.
If a country is facing existential threats, then the whole mode, the policy mode, the mindset will have to be tuned to confront the existential threat. Once that is removed, I think it brings a raft of policy change.
It's the dream shared by many Eritreans, a country at peace where the next generation can be brought up free from conflict and no longer fearing of its own government. Emmanuel Igunza, BBC News, Asmara.